So I have the old sheet metal cut out of the place here. You can see there's wasn't a whole lot to work with, so I just got that out of there entirely. So this channel is actually about an 1/8 inch thick channel all the way across. You can kind of see the two little indentations of it all the way across there. So that actually makes me feel way better. I was thinking this was literally just kind of like more modern vehicles are, just a little 90-degree piece that bolts onto the frame, but that goes all the way across. So this little piece being all rotted out probably wasn't even really a big deal, but just make me feel better. I'm gonna go ahead and fix it anyways. There's a little missing on the ends here, but again, there's not a whole lot of cab that even is there anyways, so who cares? So I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna take some angle iron and kind of interlace it together, get underneath the sheet metal on both sides, get it all tied back together. That way I can just bolt this back down to itself and we just know that's solid. Then I move on to the front here, get this all sound. Again, this is structurally, the thicker parts underneath look good. We got a cab mount right there. I'll probably beef that up a little bit on both sides, and then we might just throw some floor mats down on this. Who knows? Then I gotta move on to the seat frames. There's the seats we were gonna use, but we got better ones. So that is next. So when we get ready to throw this together, I'll just time lapse the process. So here's the angle iron I was talking about. Basically gonna put them in here, one on both sides. That way I have something strong to tie this channel into the body. Obviously you can see it's very shitty, so this is gonna be fun to weld since it's not super clean. But like I said, probably mostly unnecessary, but it just made me feel a little bit better about the structure of this cab. So once I get this welded to this, I will bend the sheet metal down and I'll just get this all attached to here. Again, I'm not super concerned with the body being able to remove. I am gonna put this back in. I have some sheet stock I'll cut to weld between the angle iron down flush down to this grommet, so that'll probably catch on fire and be cool. Then I'll drill a hole in it and I'll bolt it back, and then the bolt's just kind of there for extra security. Like I said, pull the bolt out, the body's still not gonna come off because I have it all welded together, but not super concerned about that. So I'll put you up on the tripod and we'll get to work. with this. I'm gonna undercoat all this after I'm finished patching some holes, but structurally that's good. Now I'm gonna go up here, and I think I've decided I'm just gonna cut all of this out. There's no trying to weld this together. It's very, very gross. Transmission mounts are all reinforced again. Trying to get this painted, cleaned up. Just fighting the weather usually, but I'm gonna cut basically all of this out and start over. I gotta fill in that hole up there, finish this pedal box. And hopefully we're done in here. Then I'm gonna build seat frames, pop them guys in, and then hopefully out to under the hood area. So we have all the rotted floor pans cut out. Obviously not all the rot. Rockers again are not my concern. I'm gonna wait to pull this piece out because if you look on this side, there's actually a support. I have a floor jack holding it up right now. It actually didn't move that much because if you look underneath the frame, underneath these seat supports, it's all boxed in. And it's all supported there, so that actually wasn't really doing a whole lot. Again, like I said, I'm kind of just doing this more for my peace of mind. And also there were some big holes in the floor, and I didn't want to like drop my phone going down the highway and lose it on the highway. So we're just gonna put something in here that's not Swiss cheese. Hopefully get this service door mostly functional. It's pretty rotted too, but we'll figure something out here. Over here cutting things, throwing sparks, welding on stuff. It's like battle of cancer over here. I thought the car was on fire, but they're just trying to compete for who can be more destructive in the neighborhood, I guess. They don't call them Smoky Mountains for nothing. So I got the first piece in that I just finished cutting, and I actually really like the way that this turned out. So it's just sitting there right now. I'm gonna go through and I'll weld the shitty rusty sheet metal to the shitty rusty webbing here. I mean, like I said, my big thing I was concerned about was strength. So once that's all tied in, that'll be nice. And then I'll just cover this with some 16 gauge sheet metal, and we'll have a floor again. It'll be pretty nice. And then structurally it should be more sound because I'm just gonna attach it straight to the frame because who cares? I'm gonna rip the rest of that side off and do the same. I apologize for not putting the camera up during this process. I got too excited welding. This actually turned out way better than I wanted it to. So, very solid in the... I mean, this is all broken right here. This cab is completely just in two pieces right here. But again, the mount is under there if you look. So I tied all that in. Got all the sheet metal tied in. And then I'm going to cover this with some 16 gauge steel. Yeah, I mean, it's super beefy beef. We got both sides mounted. Oh, steering shaft is not connected yet. Got another little patch piece to put in there. That'll probably just do sheet metal since it's not going to support any weight of any kind. And then I got to figure out how to fix this guy. That's a little service door that was in there. Yeah, it's looking good. Got to figure out some provisions for a shifter also. So I got to either recreate this piece or I don't know. There's not a lot of metal here to work with, so that's the problem.